Hi.
Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Yeah, why are you on this on the live days?
Because I'm friends with Alex and I like doing this. It's
Doesn't answer my
fun.
question. Doesn't answer my question.
What are you looking for?
What are you getting out of this?
Well, I have a brand, obviously, so people can also find me through here, I guess, as well.
That's the impression I had.
Okay.
You know, I'll tell you a little bit what happened backstage. Last time you were on the live. Actually, let's take it a little bit further back. Alex has been telling me to come on the live dates for a while, and I checked some of them sometimes, and I even told Alex, "Look, I'm not gonna do this unless I actually have a genuine interest in the girls, because I don't feel like putting on a performance. I feel like it's a bullshit. I would never do that." And I was checking out the lives. I was like, maybe there is somebody I would feel like we could possibly vibe. Didn't happen for a few lives, and then the first live where you come up, I'm like, damn, there could be something here. Beautiful, intelligent, emotionally intelligent, probably as well. And then I asked Alex. I was like, let's fuck this bullshit. Arrange an actual date with me and her behind the scenes, just without the audience. And then Alex says, dude, she has a boyfriend. And then I'm like, fuck, are you for real? Not fuck in the sense that, oh shit, she has a boyfriend, therefore I can't fucking do something. In the sense, I kind of got disappointed because I wouldn't expect you to be the kind of woman that cheats on her boyfriend. But then you still were on the lives, and I'm like, what is the motivation here? What I don't get what is happening.
I'm very transparent. When I was dating that guy, and I was doing this to help men if I could in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not the easiest person to go on a date with, I'm aware. So I thought that would be good practice for guys. And my boyfriend was aware of it at the time. So I wasn't cheating on him.
It was not an open relationship, right?
No, it's not cheating, because these dates are not real dates necessarily,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. That's why I was very disappointed when Alex told me about the boyfriend thing, because then I realized that, in contrast to me, you don't jump on the live date because of genuine interest. I was like, oh shit. And today my mind went back to it because I saw you again, and I'm like, oh shit, it's probably just advertising.
Perhaps.
Okay. All right. But Alex also told me today that you are single again. So what I suggest is we get out of this clown show, so you don't advertise, and we have our proper date behind the cameras another day, maybe in this week or when I'm back from my trip after the 17th.
I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't know if you really confused me with this whole thing. You came on like very strong and a little bit aggressive, and I kind of feel uncomfortable, and I kind of feel like you don't take what I do seriously in a way, and you're shitting on me. But at the same time,
I take it perfectly seriously. I used to do the same job. That's one of the reasons I got impressed in the beginning. I even checked the content.
Oh, yeah?
I like the content, yeah.
Cool. Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, why don't you just try it out here for the sake of you're already on here, and then we can see, no? Or are you nervous? Is that why?
I am nervous. That's actually nice. Damn.
Are you nervous to do this in front of people? Is that why?
Yeah, I do prefer to do this kind of thing in private. But it's nice that you pointed out.
Yeah.
That's definitely in the pluses.
Yeah, you can try and scare me, but it'll only work to a certain point, you know? Let's go. Come on.
I actually insist.
You what?
I insist on my plan. Will you take my plan?
I'll take your plan if you show some interest in this plan. How about that? Fair is fair.
Oh.
Checkmate, huh?
Damn, woman. All right, what do you want to know?
It's not what I want to know. What are you interested in knowing about me? And why? And besides me, you thinking I'm smart, I could be stupid as hell in real life. You don't know.
I had my time. I saw the lives. I got a little bit of a feeling.
Okay.
You did clear up the thing I wanted to know. That's the thing I was the most curious about. What do you want to know?
So you said you did this before. What do you mean by this? You were a dating coach?
I was a dating coach for 4 years.
And what happened?
Lots of things happened. I knew for a long time that dating coaching was not really the solution, and this industry is kind of like full of whatever weird people anyway. And I always wanted to make the transition into a more holistic approach, just like general self-help, self-development. And I didn't have a good reason to do that. Then I had a really bad breakup, and that was kind of like the thing that clicked, that made me make that decision. And then eventually I just left the dating coaching, and now I'm doing acceptance coaching. It's just like pure inner work. It's I always have a hard time explaining to people. It's similar to psychotherapy, basically. In principle, it's very similar to psychotherapy. Just like trauma work, emotional work, going back into the past, finding stuff.
Did you study any of this, or is it just? Did you study any of this, or is this just your own self?
No. It's 7 years of experience. Even in the dating coaching with my crew, when we're doing the dating coaching, it was the kind of work we did was not really different. The principles were the exact same. So our approach in dating was that basically, if you want a good dating life, relationships, sex, whatever, you basically have to fix your inner stuff. So the framework was basically still the same. We were still getting guys, and we were having them resolve inner trauma related to the stuff that blocks them from, going for it.
Exactly, which is exactly what, I do as well. I just frame it as dating and sex, but it's obviously so much more, right? It comes from something else. So yeah, I agree with you and your mindset and what you're doing now. Where are you at right now?
Austria.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I move around a lot. I like to change places.
So how long have you been living here for?
What, here? In Austria?
In Austria, yeah.
Oh, a little bit over a year. I've lived in different places. Greece, Sweden, Poland, Hungary, Spain, Austria now.
Wow. And where's that accent from?
Greece.
You're Greek?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was going to move to, I wanted to move to Crete in Greece, the islands.
Why and why not?
It's hard to move there. I'm a Canadian citizen. I also have an Israeli passport, which means jack shit in Europe. So it's hard, right? And they only allow you to move there for 5 years, and then you can't work within those 5 years till you get your citizenship. It's a headache. You have to invest that amount of money and not work. It just didn't make sense for me.
What's wrong with 5 years?
5 years to what? How am I going to work there? They don't allow you to work there.
They don't allow you to work.
No. Right. So it was a lot of weird shit. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to go.
Okay, I don't know how it works. I'm like European, so it's like easy to move around and do stuff. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Lucky for you. Yeah.
And wait, where are you now?
Toronto.
You want to move to Europe?
I have been dying to move to Europe. Yes.
That's pretty nice here.
All right, time flies. I know. I let it go for like almost 10 minutes. All right, Eden. So, in the spirit of tradition, same question as always. Would you go on a date with Chris?
Yes. And it's fucked because at the beginning I was like, I hate this guy. Like, you're a piece of shit. You're an asshole. You really did save yourself by showing a little bit less of that like harsh demeanor. And if you kept that going, I would have been like, yo, fuck this. It was a little bit abrasive. I don't know how I feel about it. It would take me a while for me to decide like when we would go on our second date or an actual date, because I still need to feel you out. But I think that the conversation made sense. I do like how you're intellectually stimulating and there's some mystery to you, which obviously I'm sure works on me, and that's what I'm into. But yeah, that was very interesting, and I would love to hear everybody else's thoughts on it while I settle and think.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever seen you nervous, Chris. That was very interesting to observe. I told
you the only way that I would possibly do this would be if I was actually interested in someone here.
Huh, interesting. But yeah, I mean, like, one observation is I've never seen you do this before, but you were like rocking your head around a lot and you were moving it. Like, you're like,
at one point.
Versus now you're like standing very still, right? This is how you usually are. Like when you and I have discussions, you're mostly like this, right? But like, yeah, you were moving around a lot. I don't know if you were, did you realize you were doing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even in comparison to other videos?
Just in comparison, like right now, look, you're sitting still. You're not moving, right? You're just you're like very stationary, right? Like,
you mean compared to the other times I was live on streams and stuff? Or?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, the other times like has not been like really that interesting. Like sometimes the conversation topic would be a little bit stimulating. So most of the time I would be like not focused, to be honest.
It seemed like you picked up focus near the end, but in the beginning you were like very scattered. It seemed like, but yeah, I agree. It got better. I think the reason that you got a yes is because there was a lot of intensity, and I felt like there was some sexual tension. But I do agree with Eden's assessment that you came very close to like crossing into that like this guy's an asshole territory. You were like flirting with that line. So
Alex,
I agree
I
with
didn't
that.
come here to be evaluated tonight.
Well, it's too bad. I do it for everyone. It's part of the show. All right, Sarah, you have anything to add to that?
You're on mute.
You're mute. We can't hear you.
I didn't understand the beginning either, you know, kind of coming off a little too strong, especially because she didn't really do anything to shit test you or push you over the line. She was very kind and upfront and transparent. She was answering your questions. So like you're pushing her on that edging line was a little like, why would you want to do that? But I do agree, like you did kind of humble yourself and put like an empathetic spin on it, talking about the trauma oriented with experience and like why you got out of the dating coach, and it kind of humanized you a little more and it didn't make you quite as cocky. So I feel like that was kind of a saving point, because that would have been a spot for me where I would have been like, okay, so we're not in the douchebag territory anymore. We've stepped out of that. You know, like you softened yourself up a little bit, but not enough to like lose frame or anything like that.
And you know what? And just to go off that, like those points, first impressions, whether we like it or not, obviously do have a lingering effect. And so if I go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow, I could potentially be like, I still don't feel good about the way he entered that. And I could be like, you know what, fuck him. Like to be honest with you. So that's why I'm feeling a little bit on edge with you, because I do like who you were when you showed me who you were. I hope that was genuinely who you were. And you softened up a little bit and you had really good conversations, because we have a lot in common and conversations could have been easy. But for you to come on here live in front of everyone and be like, what are you doing on here? And like calling me out about my boyfriend and this and that was a little bit like invasive. And yeah, it could definitely tear you apart. So even if you do have a good ending to the date, keep in mind that first impressions are always what we think about first anyways. So just be careful with how you come into any sort of date.
Yeah,
Chris, like, don't tell me shit.
That was definitely one of the most interesting speed dates of the night. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Chris. It was fun. All right, buddy.
For more awesome videos, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and click that bell for notification, because you don't want to miss what we have coming next.